Creation's Journey to Life. Day 4. I have to do this. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to be trapped in the idea that if I have to do something, that it is not aligned to what I want to do. I resist it and justify such point purely because I have to do it, in spite of all reason of the relevance of such point as to its actual importance and certainty of effect that will be best for all life. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to use the point of I have to do this as justification when I feel like doing something regardless of the fact that when I would resist doing what is best for all, if it is in the category of I have to do this, and in this way having the same statement as both a motivation and denial without even seeing that I actually have no credible standing within this point as integrity. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to place I have to do this within the context of my survival within the world system, in justifying the ways that must be followed to obtain money for survival. Yet I am not willing to use that same point to bring about a world that is best for all, that would remove the power that money have over my directive principles. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to only use I have to do this in the context of my interest in spite of me being aware of the many instances that we as a group, as humanity, are supposed to act as have to do this to bring about an end to the accepted abuse through a system that do not honor life. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to be placed in a position where I have to honor the system instead of have to honor life. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to accept religious books that impose have to commandments, in spite of these commandments being proven to not be what is best for all life. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to place my salvation in unproven ideas of faith instead of having the faith in the obvious provable actions of giving as I would like to receive, of equality that would produce a world that is best for all life, here, now, and all future generations. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to accept a money system that forced me to have to go into debt as if life is valueless. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to participate in a system of nutrition where I have no option to find credible sources of information that is sustainable to universal healthcare, and that forced me to have to trust corporations and producers as there is currently no other credible way. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed an education system where I have to go for a higher learning, where it is a proven fact that no higher existence is achieved, and that in fact the humans produced are as flawed as the education system that is accepted. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself the denial of having to do what is best for all life, and that the fear I have for change has become a physical experience of apathy that I counter with the pursuit of happiness, while denying the evidence that consequences are growing daily and will eventually catch up with me. I commit myself to remove from my design anything related to what I have to do, and to replace it with doing that which is best for all life, within the understanding that to do what is best for all life is not a have to do, it is a common sense. I commit myself to remove the ignorance of self-interest that caused me to only consider what I have to do when I benefit, and to replace it with me as life in living participation, giving always and in all ways that which is best for all life. I commit myself to investigate and come to an understanding where I use justification to feed self-interest in denial of what we as humanity have created as a world of injustice. Justification is self-deception when injustice exists, and I commit myself to a world where only that which is best for all is acceptable as that would end all injustice and justification and set me free from the need to deceive to survive. I commit myself to investigate and see how I feed self-interest with the clear directive to bring this to an end and to realign myself with that which is best for all life. I commit myself to come to an understanding as to how the system has become me, to end the system as it exists as injustice and abuse, and to, through direct participation, bring into being a system that is best for all life, which includes me. I commit myself to investigate religion as to its validity in every way, to produce a world that is best for all life, and to stop that which as religion is only used to promote self-interest and injustice. I commit myself to banish faith in that which is not best for all life forever from my reality, and to be my own salvation as the creation of a world system that is always best for all life. I commit myself to change money from debt to a symbol of life with equal value for all life. I commit myself to investigate nutrition and establish a code of conduct in food production that will be trustworthy and be best for all life. I commit myself to investigate what would be the best way to educate a child to be a person that will produce through participation in the world, a world that is best for all life. I commit myself to eradicate from my acceptances forever any higher learning that do not, in fact, tangibly in space-time, produce a system of practical life support that is best for all life. I commit myself to never give in to apathy and to use breathing to will myself to action in every moment I am here, to be the evidence for myself that I will never give up till we have a world that is best for all life.